Lina, okay.
Nisha Beastmaster.
All right.
And it is Zai Mag. Okay. So it looks like Secret's trying to beat Hellbear Smashers at their own game. Their option for Medusa is either to run at the Medusa early or to just out-farm her. And that's... I think what their lineup can do is take a couple early towers, because Jug is a carry that does contribute to that in the early to mid game. You also usually max out the little shredder on support Snapfire, which helps a lot with those tier 1 towers. So if they're able to take that quick momentum from the tier 1 towers and then use the farm game against Hellbear Smashers, I think that's what Secret's going for. I like their draft more just for the sake of the pace of the game, and I don't like Deuce this much this
No, I mean, for me, I don't really like the Queen of Pain. I feel like you've picked it against a lot of incredibly beefy heroes. Right? This is not an easy game for Stormer Quap.
4 strength heroes, 1 Agi, if I'm counting that correct.
Yeah.
A lot of HP to chew through.
Yeah.
You might just die to like one on.
You're gonna get charged. You get charged, clipped by sort of the pull of a shockwave from the Magnus. It feels like a. I mean, obviously they feel confident. You know, this is Stormer. What do you feel this game's good for? It just feels really, really hard.
10th pick Quap, yeah. Feels better, I think.
Okay, so what needs to be going right for Stormer? Is it really Stormer's game to win or lose?
He needs to win his lane such that he's able to chase the Beastmaster through the jungle. It's kind of like we saw the Viper against the Kunkka last series. He definitely needs to shut down the Beastmaster's timing.
All right, well, let's find out how this first game is going to play itself out. We're heading over to our commentary duo of Cap and Kyle.
You know, a typical analogy for these two would be David versus Goliath, but given recent events, maybe it's a little bit more the Greeks versus Xerxes, in which a god king has already been shown that it can indeed bleed, Kyle.
Indeed, but, you know, the Spartans lose at the end of that movie.
Yeah, they do, and, well... take of that what you will. We'll see what happens to Hellbear Smashers here, as they are obviously clear underdogs coming in from the lower division. They did really well there. Okay. Can they take it to the undefeated team of last season? Obviously, they have already been defeated by Enigma, but that's kind of a different story, right?
I actually think that makes it even harder for the Smashers here. They get the angry Secret. Puppy sitting back ordering their destruction, and I'm thinking it's a closer matchup than the storyline would state, but I am concerned that they chose to go for this very timid lineup. You know, Brian said the Secret draft was greedy. It's going to scale super well. Hellbear Smashers, how are you going to push the tempo with the Medusa Quap duo core?
Well, would you feel that it's less timid if they are going to be banking on like a Divine Rapier timing? If they're like, we're going to reach a peak, we're going to pick up a 2-3 item Medusa, have a Divine Rapier, pick up an Aegis and go.
I would say yes, but I would still be concerned. Mag Jug has been one of the best 1-2 punches throughout most of Dota history. Like, EG used this way back in the day when Arteezy and PPD were playing together. OG used this in multiple majors. I'm sure we'll see them pick it again this season now that Ana's back. And Medusa, look at the 3-4-5 of Hellbear Smashers. That's my biggest concern. Lina's tanking Tusk. These heroes, you know, don't really output too much damage, and it's very reliant on, you know, killing that initial target, but you have so much counter initiation potential on Secret. You're definitely going to have a BKB at some point on both Nisha, and then it's of course built into the Jug, but we'll see. Stormstormer takes a lot. Beastmaster's so insane.
Yeah, the way they angled that creep aggro, where Beastmaster was able to kind of function as a wall between the Quap and the ranged creep and get some good damage on him, was a cute little play, and he certainly needs things like that, as Quap is known to be able to tear apart mid-melee heroes. Of course, Beastmaster's just not the normal mid-melee hero.
He got buff, you know, we removed Necrobook, but made the hero stronger. That's why you see it push to the mid lane. Obviously, the Axe build's a big part of that, but the base stats are pretty absurd. 63 damage, level 2, 3 base armor. You feel very good, and in fact, you cannot get denied if you're trying to hit the same creep as a Quap.
Yeah, I mean, look at Nisha. 63 base damage, and he's taking advantage of it. 3 denies already.
And, of course, free bottle. So, free runes, rather.
Yeah.
So, you just, you're guaranteed to get a rune in 20 seconds as Nisha. So, you'll be full HP, and you just start spamming even more axes. Top lane, I think, is the one to really key in on, though. You can see already out to a quick lead is Rasmus, but this is very much a kill lane. This goes way back.
Oh, nice skewer back. Tofu's in some trouble here, and maybe he'll survive, but takes a hefty amount of damage for it.
Yeah, this is a lane that you got to figure the Smashers will win. Double melee against Medusa, it's pretty damn easy to land good snakes. And you'll look to see him do it on Archer for both CS and harass damage.
Now, this is something that in lane, it may not feel good, but in overall game sense, it's good versus the Medusa, right? You talked about how they're going to be able to scale so well because of main power, but also high ground defense is bottom lane. They're going to try and focus down Tofu, and unfortunately, we got a pause on our hands. It looks to me like Tofu's dead as they've got Skewer activating from Zai, so that should just be able to finish him off. No fairy fires left or anything.
He's got shards, so if he comes right back and disjoints his position, I think he can Olay it.
Really? I don't think you can really knock yourself to the side too much, though.
He can do a little bit. I think he's gonna disjoint this if he reacts immediately.
You want to bet on it?
I think.
Because I'm gonna say, no way in hell.
I believe that if Zai doesn't cancel the skewer, I think Zai is just going to cancel the skewer. Okay, but if he doesn't, Tofu is going to juke it by spamming shard just above him to push him down out of the path of the skewer.
I feel like you can't really move yourself like that. Maybe he could move Zai with the shard, but I still don't think that would be enough. Anyway, Mag is really good against Dusa, right? Because she attempts to go high ground, she is a perfect target to pull her back to tier 4s.
Sort of goes both ways because theoretically Dusa's down to just tank the RP and, you know, kind of face check, provide optimal positioning for his supports because, you know, she can just charge up the high ground. The difficulty is that you don't really ever have the ability to itemize against RP. You know, BKB doesn't matter. Sure, you have a snowball save, but one time is all it takes for the Deuce to be left isolated.
All right, here it goes.
Here we go.
Tofu. Can you pull it off?
That was two. Okay, so he didn't have enough time to react.
Oh, okay.
So much more shall soon be spilled.
And Ace won't even be able to get the rebuttal kill. So, first blood for Team Secret, as that was not supposed to happen with the old Medusa versus double melee matchup. They were supposed to just win the CS battle, maybe even get a kill. But Secret overperforming the lanes perhaps a bit, as mid is being won by the Beastmaster as well.
To be fair, Zai is really good at Dota too.
Yeah, I would say all of Secret is really good at Dota too.
I love what Nisha's doing.
Just down the boar. Wow.
This is so smart though, because if he doesn't go early, the boar kills the rune.
Yeah.
So by just spending this, yeah, sure, Pop still gets it, but he has to be at that rune for an extra 15 seconds to ensure that he does.
Oh, nice damage. Yapzor. Thought about charging away. He's going to charge in. He's going to charge in? Excuse me? All right, well, Yapzor just takes the death then. He thought about charging earlier. I was like, all right, going to go to mid? Maybe he just didn't have a... He didn't see an option there.
Right,
yeah, that is really OP about Beastmaster. He pushes the lane in with axes.
Yep.
So he's going to push it into you, and then every single power rune, the water rune's going to up. He's going to throw a board to one side, and you're going to be forced to miss creeps or lose out on the rune.
It's very annoying to deal with, and it's not as if you can really target the board very effectively. Nice kill up top. Easy Shredder into Cookie Stun. This is the downside of this top lane. Yes, you have some kill threat, but it's a jug. So with spin off cooldown, if you ever get cookied as this Lina, you're just going to die. And yep.
And so he can't even go for it, which means it's probably Nisha's. Yep. He wants to. So he got both water runes.
I don't know if
Dire structures are
yeah, look at Nisha, man. He's just... This is huge. This is 2 waves. Love that glyph usage because that's 7 creeps of experience now that Stormstormer just will not be present for. In addition, Nisha's 6 timing, that activates Yapzor into the game. Suddenly, 1 axe throw onto the clock is 70% HP or so. If Yapzor's off map, now you're just dead to a charge roar combination, and he's already out-leveled. It's going to be a tough game for our boy Stormstormer.
You know what the best part is that they picked this into it. Oh, what is this?
What happened there?
How did... he must have been charged back or something, right? He's going to man-fight it out, but Yapzor's more than tanky now.
What the... How did that happen? I think he must have caught him off guard with the 2-point shockwave. Typically, you'll see Mags going for the more empower-based style, but Zaya just straight up utilized the spell damage. Yeah, Easy Hellbear. It's just so much lower risk it feels for Secret in all of their lanes. Mid, they have the advantage. Top lane, oh, we didn't get... Wait, what? What? That shouldn't be possible.
Hey, there's the leaping ballerina combo. Killing Gilger once again.
He was roared in tower range. He must have just misplayed and gone for a deny and just got killed in the face. And Secret's winning every lane.
Yeah.
Top isn't going as well as you might have hoped, but they are getting kills. This is the power of the caustic build on Sand King. And wow, the double skewer. But he hadn't charged yet. How do you get a double skewer off?
He just somehow walked up, got a really good shockwave, and skewered both of them.
Ready for a fight.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's an angry Secret, as you said, Kyle. They are here to crush anybody who stands in their way.
Yeah, so far, so good. We'll see, though. I mean, it is a Deuce lineup. Never count them out. And I like what Ace has done here. Triple Wraith Band. So going for as much early game stat as possible. Try and be strong.
Guards coming in. Gilger doesn't see it coming until too low. Oh, that was a nice little burrow. It's not going to stop anything, but for a second there, that was a decent attempt. Hey, Zai's dead, so look at Tofu being all nice. Butters up Ace, leaves him the kill.
Not what it used to be.
Another charge coming in now as Rasmus is going to be the target of the Sane. He bro strikes through and hits the Spirit Breaker. Nicely played. That should get him out.
Oh, mid lane. Oh, don't tell me Nisha did it again. He's got a haste streak. He's going to chase.
Oh, God, he's coming. The Axis. Oh, it nails him. Nisha purposely moves himself so the Axes are going to come right back towards Stormstormer even as he attempts to juke it out.
Man, I don't know how to value this Beastmaster hero. We saw it ignored in the lower division earlier and in a couple of our CIS or Eastern European upper division from Sunday. And then we see Secret just straight up first pick it. It's mid. You have last pick as Hellbear Smashers to address it, and you're getting bodied.
Yeah. And I think that's what's so cool about Dota stuff in general, right? Stormstormer's probably played this matchup. He took this matchup and he said, I've beat Beastmasters in the past. Quap is the answer. I dumpster him with Dagger. He's a melee hero. And Nisha's just like, nah, man, nah. You may everybody else, but you don't dumpster me. Nisha does it again. Killing spree just off of Quap kills.
Nisha wasn't even at TI8, man, where the pre-party they had this whole axe throwing competition. Funny enough, I believe both Puppy and Curl made it to the finals.
Is under attack. Radiant's middle tower.
Nisha wasn't even there. Still got the skills.
Guys are savages.
Let us fight.
Tofu. You know where he's going. Trying to pull him through the... Not a bad idea. It does cancel his healing south and may still get the kill as Yapzor lines up a charge to top lane. He sees Gilger super low. They already need the charge to kill the Lina. Keep it going. Maybe he catches Rasmus, but no.
Hey, net worth though, it's not terrible. The big issue is actually the XP because Nisha is level 10. Is at 700 XP per minute. Second place is Medusa at 400. And this is not good. Quap is a snowballing hero. If you fall behind like this, what are you supposed to do? And you're also pretty susceptible. Nisha's just pushing the lane in. I love the purchase of the Soul Ring. Oh. Okay, yeah. That was not bad in tier 2, but the Soul Ring purchase means he's just spamming axes off cooldown.
Looks like Yapzor is going to be caught out as a result. Smashers, Stormstormer's probably calling like, guys, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm getting absolutely obliterated in the mid lane. I need some help.
This has happened to me before, and it is a little embarrassing. You feel kind of sheepish. It's like when you spill a drink on yourself, and you're like, oh, does anybody have an extra shirt? You hate to be the burden, but in this case, you really got to get assistance. Because otherwise, Nisha just straight up wins this game by himself. He's more than halfway to his Aghanims.
Well, he keeps on doing this. He keeps on stacking and farming that hard camp from the easy camp. Pretty crazy. Nisha knows all the tricks here, man.
Oh my, look at the Ancients. I don't think he could stack it again. He clears that Ancient stack. Does he just have have Ags. How many is that? 3? 4? 4.
It's going to be close.
Dyer's middle
Leave the hard
tower is
camp
under
open. Hard
attack.
camp's open too, so he can pull that over as well.
Well, right side, Ace is farming quite well. He is going for the Manta build. This is one of the heroes a lot of people theorize would benefit from the Manta change. The illusions taking less damage, and in addition, lasting the same duration, whether you are ranged or melee. You can argue Dusa and Luna, maybe Morphling, are the 3 heroes that benefit the most. Is he leaving it for Matu? What a nice
Dyer's
guy.
middle tower is not what it used to be.
All right, it still takes the majority of it, but you know, Tofu, they're gonna make sure he dies here. The pull over both of the heroes that are farming an ancient stack, just to make sure that this guy's dead. Anybody comes close is dead as well. And hey, let's just go ahead and hit the tower too. Why not?
Look at Nisha. Yep, of course, stacks the Ancients with the boar.
Important vitamins and minerals.
No time wasted, so even though they abandon the stack, the same value is gained.
At Radiant's middle
8
tower.
stacks.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
This man got 3 solo kills on a quad mid lane
not involved.
and stacked 8 times. That should not be
Here's the thing.
possible, Ice Frog.
The thing about it is that if you look at Secret historically, they get beaten by being thrown off their timings, right? The same way, you know, how does Tom Brady, how does he get taken down? When the D-line can get pressure without having to blitz. Think about how Nigma took them down the series last week. High aggression, they throw Secret off their timings. Same goes even back to TI9 when they eliminated Secret, using this out draft that came online way before Secret was prepared. And your response with a week of preparation is to kill Medusa? We'll see. But, you know, he is top net worth, but Secret are really good at min-maxing. Nisha proving it right here, hitting about 10 stacks in 12 minutes. While owning a game, while killing the enemy mid player, while taking his tower, he's still able to maximize efficiency. In fact, his Aghanim Scepter is on the way. There it is. 12-10 must be a record.
Cannot be heard.
Must be a record, and I'm sure JJ will let us know.
It's not the record.
26 seconds slower, huh?
Than the patch average? Oh, then the fastest. Okay. Oof. I was going to say. Mid-tower might be a fight.
3 minutes faster than the average mid lane. That's going to be an easy kill on a puppy, but also get a tower out of this. This is not too bad, but they want to fight. They want to fight real badly. Charge is going to start coming through. Rasmus is going to be the target to start things off. The axes are raining in.
Goodbye, just cutting him off the pass, guarding the choke.
Yep, he's going to make sure they can't get away so easily. He's going to skewer over to the side here. Misses straight up. He's going to be forced to Stonegates here. They're actually going to get the kill on his side. And a big scream as well. That actually goes out with this. Oh, no, Ace. He thought maybe this was going to be good, but now he's going to be lit up by Puppy. And the damage is going to be too much for him. He thought it was a moment of weakness from Secrets, but they didn't have any damage left. And Stormer getting blink away in time. Oh, thank God. I do not want to see this poor boy die again, Tanisha.
Zai, I feel like he's prone to do that. I can't remember who was discussing it, but in one of those TI interviews, he was discussed as one of the most patient players. In this case, he made the right moves and then skewered into nowhere and died. I feel like it happens like once a month or so.
Yeah.
Just a slightly questionable play. You're like almost too patient, so the right move just never materializes. And with Ags up, you do have Healing Ward as well as a threat. Although I don't think Nisha has the mana pool to potentially do Roche. Perhaps just baiting it. But 15-6, it's still an even game. Like, this is not as bad as the kill score would look. Consider also Nisha is at his timing. Like, he doesn't really get too much stronger than this for a little while.
Attempts to stack the ancient camp again, but we'll forgive Nisha that one transgression there, as he's going to be trying to pick up bots soon. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that Nisha's just having such a crazy performance, then Hellbear Smashers would be looking fantastic here, I think.
Yeah. Matu also go win for this the SNY into the Ags build. I can't remember who was playing last week that did the same, going straight to Valina.
Rasmus abandons him. Yapsor goes for the +1. Throw strike through, but they definitely got him. And if anything, Gilger, he was the one trying to escape, but can't get away from Olmatumba, man.
Heads up play from Yapsor. Maybe they lose Gilger there if he has the TP off cooldown, but went for the +1. Saw that Misery was in vision. Erasmus was in vision. Got the core kill guaranteed. Matu able to follow up, collect the extra support. But, you know, gold lead is in the side of Hellbear Smashers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And that's because Medusa continues to take advantage of all the space that is available. And the part of the reason he's farming so efficiently is the triple Wraithband build.
Yeah. But then we remember Beastmaster things. Arcane Rune and Roche. 15 seconds. Has the trinket as well. He's going to keep that for a while.
Yeah, wait. You know, give it spell damage, but mana cost reduction, it really bothers me.
The bonus health, too. It's still one of the best tier 1s.
Mana for the axes right now.
No cooldown.
AlcodeTV rushed S&Y in their game versus Secret, so I'm the man.
How do you even balance this as a mechanic, though? If there's no cooldown, it's either going to do enough damage to be viable or not enough. Right? Like, it feels tough to find that middle ground.
When you play with Lena?
I suppose if you nerf the base stats a bit, he won't be quite as dominant in lane. The fact that a Beastmaster is able to crush a Quap kind of just blows my mind, but yeah. Matu's build makes a lot of sense. He has the Empower and the Beastmaster aura, so we can go for these fighting items without hurting his progression.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ace at some point will be strong. Gold lead
Dire's middle
going
tower
back and forth, but if Secret can take this tier 2, they will gain control of the
bottom tower has fallen.
March on through. Rasmus. Quick reaction by him. The Quap in the back line. It's already dead. They're turning around, trying to still deal with the Spear Breaker. They may kill him, but it takes such a long time. Now they're going to be caught. Tofu. No chance in a snowball's hell is he going to be able to get out of that one. The axes. No cooldown to him.
Nice play set up there by Secret. They have this really nice ward near their top outpost, so they had the charge for vision, and then a easy as pie RP from Zai. Has the blink revealed, but he finds that kill. He'll be quite happy with that.
All right, Butterfly, Divine Rapier.
Much like Cordwood before Axe's axe.
The Butterfly makes a lot of sense.
Under attacks.
You'll be able to juke all of the pretty much sole right-click damage from Secret. You know, the little all 3 cores, the little shredder, and it's also quite nice for the stats. Most benefit to DPS of the Manta Illusions as well.
Mostly right-click damage. Let's not forget she is a slow damage over time hero against this Beastmaster.
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
Like, Beastmaster, here's the thing, is that, like, Beastmaster is the king of these long, drawn-out fights. Nobody beats him in that regard. I have yet to see a Beastmaster lose in that exact type of team fight.
Because it used to be physical damage on the axes. At least you could stack armor. Now he's suddenly an insane mixed damage mid.
Okay. Well, the Omni Slash actually bounces over to the Medusa here. They're going to complete Rasmus, make it person down, but they do lose the Juggernaut, and Rasmus isn't dead just yet. Now he gets the Burrow Strike onto Yapsor. They're going to chase after him. Nisha, though, is already cleaned up the toss on the side. Looks like Yapsor, 2-for-1 exchange so far, with Secret quickly retreating. They say, all right, you win this one, Hellbear Smashers.
Radiant's top
Very
tower
odd
is
play
under
from
attack.
Matu there. Somewhat uncharacteristic. He just went completely YOLO, and oh, wow, that's a deadly enough. All right.
And if they're not careful,
I'll take your
Beastmaster is going to chase, and he's going to keep racking up that axe damage. It's going to build and build and build.
It's just he's farming so fast. Cleave plus axe spam. He's just eating creep waves.
That wasn't too
Mace is honestly doing his best to keep up with Beastmaster. Having been saying that sentence a little weird. That's the first epicenter I've seen in a while, but that was ill-advised. They just Stormstormer wasn't ready to go for that. He blinks away, but the axes, they're always there. Beyond godlike for Nisha and Rasmus. He won't be getting out either.
That's just straight up mistakes.
Yeah.
Like Secret, yeah, they're ready to respond, but that should be a dead jug. You know, there's plenty of time to get the Orchid off. Rasmus either went too soon or Stormstormer didn't recognize the range, so he gets spin off pre-Orchid. That's easy way to lose too. In a game that was looking close, you cannot afford to make mistakes like that. Benefit of Secret's line, of course, they had the charge that can come in quickly, and then Nisha, boom, bots TP. Shorter cooldown and more maneuverability, huge advantage. When you consider Hellbear's draft, to your point, like Medusa, very slow acting No bots to be spoken of for this entire Radiant side.
Meanwhile, it feels like Secret's just all over the place. 15,000 damage. He is making up the Juggernaut, Magnus, and Spirit Breaker's contribution in damage in this game.
And Aeon Disc, the next item. Age is gone. Or not Aeon Disc, Octane Core.
Yeah.
Even, yeah, mana regen talent, of course. I'm just axe spam. We don't really need to key in on Nisha anymore. The smoke move coming out,
we've
though.
already done it for the last 20 minutes. It's hard not to.
It's his fault. He won't leave. He won't leave our boys Hellbear Smashers alone. They're trying to smoke up and get a gank off here. They have a nice ward, but look at this. Secret very aware, just camping the wave.
Radiant's top tower is
Epicenter
under
almost
attack.
up. We do have the mech coming in from the mag. That always feels quite bad for Sand King. Whenever the enemy team has mech or pipe, it's like, well, there goes most of my epicenter damage.
Look at the charge.
Going after the Tusk, which don't think they want to complete that. Ace really wants to keep holding this high ground, it looks like.
Yeah, there's the Ags on the Secret Jug. So yeah, now it's go time. They hit the power spike. Jug's got his item. Aeon Aether Lens on Nisha. Everything's ready to go. They have the mech. This is a Secret special. All 3 cores hit an item spike. Well, let's just go get a fighter. At the very least, we're going to play some good wards. Matu draws the line. At the very least, they're going to force Hellbear Smashers back to the safety of their tier 2 tower.
Farming their way back. Ace taking what gold he can as they retreat back to their side of the map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This is the right move. You can't fight this. It's just simply not possible right now for the Smashers. So mirror the movements. If you want to take bottom area Secret, go for it. There's no tower there. Take our outpost back. We don't mind. We're going to do our best to keep Medusa safe and hold his hand as he continues to try and accelerate his farm. You just can't shake the feeling. You know, Secret there, they're like a hungry lion searching for the jugular. One big fight, they straight up take 2 racks if 3 heroes on the Radiant side are down without buyback.
Ace putting himself in the front lines here. Swiss Slash from the Tumba Man just a poke to see if maybe they can get a Stone Gaze forced or something like that from the Medusa. Ace, though, remains pretty calm.
Let us
Doesn't pop anything major here. The charge completing here. Still on to Medusa. The skewer misses from Zai. The shots come in from the Snapfire, and from a distance, they're going to bring down Gilger. One support already down, and Ace having to use his Stone Gaze to retreat. Time to leave, but they can't get away from this Beastmaster. He pursues. Blink Dagger and Axes raining in constantly. Stormer. Zai! Another screw up from him, and they're still gonna catch him, baby. Yapsor, he's like, don't worry, buddy. I got him, even if it forces me into tier 2s. Oh, the Sapphire! The healing talent comes out and actually keeps Yapsor alive. That one will land. Well done. Zai and Nisha are able to bring down, the 2. Aeon Disc immediately popping there. Zai is quite low. He's going to try and skewer away to safety here. The last couple of shots coming in. It's not quite enough. The Solar Crest helps keep him alive, and Ace is taking so much damage from these actions. He's got to retreat, but nice interception there from Rasmus. He stops the charge on through, gives up his life to be able to bring down Yapsor. But Ace, he needs more help. But Nisha, he doesn't care about the tier 4s. He's in deep past him. He's just going to take him out with more axes.
Oh my God.
I can't, Kyle. These axes are insane. I can't not talk about them.
That's all. Look at the damage. 8,000 damage.
Axe's middle finger.
Nearly 2/3 of his team's total output in the fight. Almost twice as much as the entire enemy team. More That's more than his team combined. Cap. More than his team combined.
But Almost.
Oh, that's close. Yeah,
Close,
not
close.
quite. Not quite. I did some math on the fly.
It's so absurd. What is this? We need a patch to fix this immediately. We already
had one.
We already had one. We need another patch.
It's funny. Zai is just like having fun. What was his output in that last fight? He empowered his allies. He whiffed a couple skewers. He's like, nope, sorry guys, Blink's on cooldown. I'll be back soon.
He shockwaved, but I feel like that last kill didn't even need it. I feel like the axes would have killed him anyway.
This is my favorite part. Let's just like Zai.
Zai's got him.
Gets the Q. Don't want to waste the RP.
Gets the skewer.
Oh yeah. Touchdown. And what's funny, Yapster even gets the bash, right? So he could have just taken his time. Don't do it to him like that, JJ. Twisting the knife. Rasmus in trouble.
Get out. Somebody save me. The primal roar from downtown. Nice snowball, but now I think you've just added an extra. Okay, no, Rasmus does manage to blink away until, oh God, he's here. He's coming. Nisha's here with the axes. Fortunately, he doesn't know exactly where Rasmus is positioned.
He even did go for the Aeon disc before the Octarine because he's just so far ahead. He's like, the only way we're going to lose a fight is if I get jumped on by this huge combo. The Sand King, the Lina combination, too much magic damage to survive.
Well, is way out by himself right now. So Yapsor, he's making the call. Don't TP in. Just take the tier 3. Take the lane of air. So I'm going to make sure this guy can't TP out. They've got to kill Yapsor first. They want to be able to TP back to safety. In fact, they may not even try. I think they're just giving this up. And TP in now, but it's awfully late.
Barracks are under attack.
Deals with the Hawk. Melee barracks is about to fall. Men, he'll just pop the spin to finish it off. Start backing away. Skewer on in. Manage to find Gilger. Dual Scepter. That's only going to buy you a moment's peace before you eventually die, sir. 10 to 11 with 11,000 net worth lead. Secret. Taking one lane of barracks.
Nisha's just playing his own game, own little mini game on the side. Just whack-a-mole, throwing axes constantly.
Screws him back a little bit. Hits the RP.
The snowball.
Keep him in place. Keep the axes flowing. Nice snowball backwards into the siege wagon. That was inside the base. They're still going to go for it, though. The charge on through. Tofu's already dead. Nice sonic wave that hits a lot of units here, but Nisha, the axes continue to build up. Nisha does get stone gates here. He still has a cheese to be able to work with. The cookie gives him a little hop. He turns around. Nice kick up, but now they skewered him in deeper, and that's not where they want to be. The snowball pulls him around, but Ace, he doesn't have anything left. He doesn't have enough damage to be able to deal with Secret, and that's it. Yeah. It's GG. There is no way in hell that they're going to let this Beastmaster through again. Hellbear Smashers 100% are banning that out. Otherwise, it's a 2-0.
I mean, just 16-09 on Nisha. They first pick it.